Hey guys, Wei here, and today I'm gonna talk about whether the iPad Pro can replace your laptop. I'm a student, which means I don't really need a very powerful laptop. So I don't really need the MacBook Pro or the Asus ZenBook Pro Duo. I don't need all this power and capabilities. But I do see MacBook Pros around my school, and I also see MacBook Airs and a few MacBooks here and there. But I rarely see an iPad Pro. I see an iPad, but you very rarely see an iPad Pro. But in my opinion, I can kind of see the iPad Pro replacing a laptop in a student's point of view, not a professional point of view. So if you're a YouTuber, if you're graphic designer, maybe a graphic designer, music producer, the iPad Pro might not be able to do that. Yes, it might have the capabilities on paper to replace your usage of the laptop as a professional. But if you're gonna do a lot of high demanding stuff, I kind of not see the iPad Pro replacing your laptop in your usage. But as a student, mainly using Word, PowerPoint, Excel, OneNote, and all this Microsoft 360 Office, or other stuff like Zoom or anything, this does have the capabilities to do all of that alongside of maybe a laptop if you really need that trackpad. But even the new one now has a trackpad, and you can have the Apple Pencil, you can have a lot of things. It's just, in my opinion, better to have this as a student compared to paying slightly more for maybe a more powerful laptop like MacBook Air with a bigger screen, a trackpad, and a decent keyboard. But you gotta haul around all that weight compared to this. But I've seen a few videos of the iPad Pro, the new iPad Pro with the new Magic Keyboard, and it actually weighs a lot heavier than just this. So maybe you don't need that specific trackpad or keyboard. You can just go for the folio case. I don't know, it's your usage, doesn't really matter. I haven't tried the new keyboard, but I kind of like the folios, clicky keys and everything. This could replace your laptop, but there are downsides of this compared to a laptop. So I need to charge my laptop maybe if I use it fully in the first 2 periods. So I do music, and I kind of do a bit of music stuff on my MacBook Air, which drains the battery, because, well, it's a 2015. It does drain fairly fast, which is not a good thing, especially in a student's point of view. But you know that this thing can handle that with drawbacks. And I've kind of replaced all my music stuff on my MacBook Air with the iPad Pro for the week, and it handled perfectly. It only dropped I think it was 5% in 70 minutes. I got no idea how. It lasted me for the rest of the day. So battery is amazing. I know the new MacBook Air has 13 hours of battery life, and this is rated at, I think it's more than 10 hours, Apple claims, which I understand because it's an iPad Pro, but more than 10 hours? iPads are known for their battery. I don't know what Apple has done, but this thing lasts me a day. 8 o'clock in the morning to 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And this thing gets home at 40-50%. And I can still do work on my table with this guy. So this is powerful. It can do a lot of things. I do a little bit of video editing and photo editing on this guy, so it does drain that battery a bit, especially in my study period and stuff. But that's my fault because, well, that's not part of school, so that's really my fault. So battery is good. Speakers, when you want to share your music with someone else, maybe you could use AirPods. Just share your AirPods now and stuff. But speakers are great. Everything's versatile with this iPad Pro. But one thing I really miss is the function keys. So it's the one above, so escape. The escape button, and then that row call them row. I don't know. That row, I think. That's the only thing I miss. Keyboard shortcut is kind of similar. You do have to like get used to it and stuff. The keyboard is, I think it's a little bit less travel on the iPads, but it's still clicky enough to have that nice feel of a keyboard that you're typing on compared to like typing it on the screen, which is not very nice because it's uncomfortable, I guess. Yes, and when your teacher writes something down and on the board and everything else, you can just walk up, take a photo with that amazing rear-facing camera, and it takes well. You can zoom in, you can zoom out, you can, I don't know, increase the saturation, I don't know, whatever you guys do. And when you want to go portable and stuff, you can just take it out of its case that easily. It's just click and go. And I love the way that Apple shows it. I don't think I can do it. It's just like slamming it at the back. Like you think it's breaking it, but I don't think, well, I haven't seen any scuffs on the case. But it's nice. It's a nice case. The folio case, I know you can get the new Magic Keyboard with the trackpad for this guy, the 11-inch one, but you got that huge cutout, which means you've kind of got a wrong case for your wrong iPad. But it still works. Everything still works fine. But I don't really see the need of a trackpad. Maybe the Apple Pencil would have helped a bit for like fine tuning and stuff. All those photos and color correction and stuff. The Apple Pencil would really help a bit. Other than that, I can see the iPad Pro replacing a laptop. For like a typical student, not really into technology and stuff. You don't need to like haul everywhere you go. You don't need to haul a 15-inch or 13-inch laptop. You can just carry one of these around, 11-inch. While Apple claims to replace like 72 or something like that % of laptops, it's faster than that, damn. I haven't seen that, but majority of my friends' computers are all i5s, and this is a A12X Bionic chip. So it's kind of but their computer handles it well, the iPad Pro handles it well. Now this is the issue. Are you willing to pay over $1,000 for this? Maybe you could get one cheaper for used. I mean, the 2018 one is still capable, but is it worth paying that amount when you can maybe spend a little more, a couple $100 more, and get a full-size laptop, like the 13-inch MacBook Air? You've really got to weigh your odds here. See your usage. Maybe try it at the Apple Store. If you get the chance to try an iPad Pro and a MacBook Air, have a look around and see which one suits you the best. Sadly, Apple doesn't run like a rental service. If they do, that would be so nice. You can rent an iPad Pro. Next week you can rent a MacBook Air, MacBook, anything. And then just try it out and then buy. Not the exact version. Maybe you could buy the exact version, but with all this virus around, you probably just get that exact version. You can buy it. It'll be great. It'll be nice. It'll be very nice. But maybe it's just like stealing and stuff. Maybe that's an issue. But yeah, it'll be very nice. That's my recommendation. If you get to a chance to go to an Apple store, not like with everything around right now, but I know that Apple has opened a few Apple stores around the country I'm living in, Australia. It's opened a few stores. You can actually go in and compare the iPad Pro and the MacBook together. So maybe not side by side, but you can like run here, run there, have a look, and see which one best suits you. I mean, they both got USB-C. One's got one extra more, but you can get that new Folio keyboard. You can get two, which is the same amount as the MacBook Air. Or you can just get like a third-party dongle that I've got, which has one included in that specific dongle. Which means if I get that Folio keyboard, I got two extra USB-C ports. So just look around. Don't really jump out and get the iPad Pro because it looks good, it sounds good. You really have to look at your own usage and see what suits you the best, because this iPad Pro might not suit everyone's usage. You could be like a student like me, but you can do media and stuff, which means the iPad Pro is not the thing you want. Maybe not even a MacBook Air. Yes, the iPad Pro is geek benching like MacBook Pro area. Maybe it's just the limitations of iPad OS that, in my opinion, is restricting the capabilities of the iPad Pro compared to like a MacBook. It's just that limitation of iPad OS. So it's not hardware. Hardware is great. It's just OS or software, which is holding it back. Mainly Files app. If Apple can like fine tune the Files app compared to the Find app, that'd be amazing. You could really work off this, but you can go for the 1TB version and you can store everything in your iPad Pro, because I know the iCloud drive is trash. Yes, it's trash. But you can like store it on your iPad Pro, walk around places, and yeah, everything's on here. Even the keyboard's waterproof, but you don't get that on a MacBook Air. I mean, that's like the folio key, so not like the actual not MacBook, iPad Pro's Magic Keyboard. It's not waterproof. Yeah, but you do, remember, you do have Touch ID on the new MacBooks, but you got Face ID on this, so it's a lot. Yeah, you just really have to weigh your odds, see which one suits you the best. Other than that, I hope you guys are doing great. Stay safe. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.